Okay, my name is Leslie Williams, and as you can see by me showing you this video picture on my cell phone, today's date is 9/20/2013. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. Hold on one second, please. Now, I'm trying to put my phone in my pocket. I'm going to do my laundry today, and we're going to see if any incident occurs concerning me, about me, towards me, around me, or against me, or my bicycle that I'm using to actually carry my laundry in a black duffel bag on the handlebars. Now, I'm a target victim and activist concerning the criminal expeditions of what is known as organized stalking. Hold on a second. Which can also be called gang stalking. Right now, as I'm speaking, I am wearing a running, recording, digital tape recorder that is even taping the statements I'm making right now as I'm making this video at this location. Now, as a result of being a target of this crime, I experience overt harassment along all my routes every single day. I'm looking at a bird. Everywhere I go, through clever means. Okay, they're usually sensitization methods, but at times incidences can also be brought about towards me, like highly charged, intense provocations, threats, accusations, complaints. They're basically nothing but staged events, incidences. So, here's the thing. Another tactic that they're using around me as well, and have been for the last year and a half, everywhere I go, is having individuals get around me and say, gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalk, gang stalking, gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalking, oh my god, weird, crazy, gang stalk, and another word that's got the initial CH, okay? Now, if it's said around me even once, and now what they're doing is saying it more from a distance. Let me give you an understanding of why they're doing that. As a result of me wearing this digital tape recorder on me every day, and how I have caught it being flat out, openly, clearly said multiple times over I got over 700 audio files of it being, separate audio files of it being said around me constantly, everywhere I go, continuously for the last year and a half. Now, cyber surveillance is a method of this crime concerning the perpetrators. So whenever I use a public library computer, a university computer, or the new computer I bought on May 29, 2013, when I use their like UCSD's Wi-Fi services, they easily see what I'm doing online, which includes when I've uploaded audio files to video files showing this method has been utilized around me everywhere I go, and then upload the audio file to a video file and then the video file to the internet, they see that this evidence has been uploaded, which means they undeniably are aware that I'm not only wearing the tape recorder, but that they're being caught. Okay, now what they're doing is getting around me and continuing to do the same thing, but more from a distance. So it's not clearly caught on this, and it's probably, even so, they could possibly later say, Leslie thinks she's hearing things. Now let me give you another example of the skankiness of their methods and tactics. They will also sensitize the target to sounds. Not just coughing sounds or specific ways of individuals clearing their throat or their nose, but they'll also sensitize them to words that sound alike. Case in point, listen to how close gang stalk and game stop. Do you see how close they sound alike, the phonics of it? Game stop, gang stalk. Game stop, gang stalk, game stop, gang stalk. That's right. And that way, when they get now more from a distance and say it, if they say game stop, I'll think that I'll remember that they have gotten around me and said gang stalk, because that memory has already been anchored in my mind as a result of it being classically conditioned and then reinforced as a result of the repetition concerning how many times it's been said around me for the last year and a half everywhere I go. Their whole goal is to call organized stalking and gang stalking targets crazy. Yes. By saying Leslie Williams thinks that people are following her. Leslie Williams thinks that people are following her and saying words repetitively along all of her routes. So we suspect that Leslie's either paranoid, schizophrenic, and or delusional. And this is the excuses they use in order to discredit their target, to bilk the target's insurance once they're petitioned into county mental health or area neighborhood hospital in the psychiatric floor, and to discredit the target on paper. That's right. Now, that's why targets have to watch out what they say to cops, because a lot of cops are syndicated to these organized gang stalking syndicated crews. It's organized crime in the system. So what I do, and they also will stage assaults. They'll get around a target and make a target aware that they're in their presence, and then will use what is known as the direct conversation method to interlace within their conversation implied threats for a target to hear. to put a target in a fearful mindset, to literally even make the target paranoid that something's going to happen to them. It's called anchoring. Now, once I leave this area today, I'm going to be going to UCSD to catch bus route 30 to go do my laundry. And another thing, we're going to see if the laundromat is mysteriously closed. Excuse me. We're also going to see closed, or if a sign's put on the door saying went out to lunch or went to doctor's appointment or closed for whatever reason, and then the guy never shows up. That's right, because one of the main methods of organized stalking and gang stalking expeditions, they got the connected individuals that can influence any business owner, and you can Google it. So their whole goal is to keep a target tied up in the busyness of going from one place to another, to another, to another. I've been given wrong directions concerning, like, if I'm not exactly sure where a place is at. I've asked people on buses, and they deliberately and intentionally gave me wrong directions. And I could tell that they were deliberately given to me wrong because of the directions that they steered me to and how they steered me to them. That's right. And I'm not going to expand on that right now because it's really not necessary. But you could probably Google that. I'm sure other targets this has happened to them as well. Because the whole goal is to frustrate a target as much and as often as possible, to make them angry, okay, to provoke them. So again, if these words and phrases, and I'm also subject to physical gestures along all my routes as well. So they can bring an incident around me concerning me, blame me for it, and while I'm being subjected to the physical gestures by the people who are blaming me for it. This is done to make you feel mentally raped about the situation you're being blamed for. That's right. They'll also stage witnesses to any event that transpires towards you. So we're going to see if anything happens concerning me, about me, towards me, around me, or against me along any of my routes today. We're going to see if this tape recorder picks up those words being said around me today. Even if this tape recorder picks up any words that he even had the phonics of those words, because they say it like this: gang stalk, and or gang stalking, and or gang stalker. Oh my God, weird, crazy, very close together, back to back. And you want to know what I noticed is that one of them is cueing another. And what do I mean by that? I can be on a trolley or a bus or at a bus stop or in a store, and as soon as I hear one person say gang stalk, another one will say, oh my God. So the person who's saying gang stalk, that's their cue for the other one to then, once they hear it, say, oh my God. Or reverse, one person will say, oh my God, and that's the other individual's cue to say gang stalk. That's right. And they say it repetitively and repeatedly, and that's done to keep a target in a circular mental loop concerning how often they hear it. Yeah. So, anyways, my name is Leslie Williams, and the physical gestures as well. They're competing for your attention, either through your ears or your sight. That's right, through these sensitization methods, and they'll also stage events as well. And I'm here today to tell you, fellow American citizens, fellow Californians, fellow La Jollans, and so on and so forth, that there's a manifesto online right now that you can go to and observe, a manifesto of a manager of gang stalking who went offline, typed in who they are, who they're connected to, and how they operate. He flat out states that the syndicate is nothing but sectioned out into separate bureaus. Okay? And one of the bureaus that is mentioned is the Bureau of Travel, which means individuals that have employment descriptions in the travel industry, like airlines, train services, public transportation bus services, trolley services. That's right. So if you don't think that public transportation workers are not involved in these syndicated crimes, think again. Or they can be used without even realizing what they're doing is gang stalking, because of the power position of the individual who might be soliciting them to help them in the harassment of a target or any staged event. Now, I'm in San Diego, California. I gotta go. I got my laundry to do today. We're gonna see if anything happens to me, concerning me, about me, towards me, around me, or against me, or my bicycle. This includes any loud skits that happen around me, people acting crazy, people acting threatening, people threatening me, people assaulting me on any date, okay? Or people vandalizing my bike, the functionality of it, or the locks that I use to lock it up. That's right. Now, when I go to do my laundry, I'm carrying at least 35 to 40 pounds with me, and that's not including the backpack that's on my back and a carry-all that's in the basket of my bike. So they know that it's a physically exhausting day for me. They know I got to take the laundry to the bus stop, put the bike on the bus, then carry the laundry on the bus along with my backpack and the carry-all. Then I got to get off the bus and walk the laundry all the way to the laundromat, do that. I'm gang stalked at this laundromat every time I went there. That's right. So we're going to see if any incident occurs concerning me, about me, any incident that occurs concerning me, about me, towards me, around me, against me, on all transportation routes, getting to the laundromat, while I'm at the laundromat, coming home from the laundromat, and what this tape recorder will pick up in the background. Gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk, gang stalk. Oh my God, we're crazy. And bus route 30 that I take to get to the laundromat takes at least an hour to get there. So you better believe it's going to more than likely be set on this bus route, because well, let me just put it to you this way. 98% of every time I've been on that bus route, it's been caught. 98% on the tape recorder. Okay? Alright, I gotta go. I appreciate you listening, and I make these prediction videos at this location. And I showed you a date. I showed you the date by showing you the video picture of my cell phone, which showed the date and time. So once I leave this location, and if anything happens concerning me, about me, towards me, around me, or against me, or my bike, or the verbal harassment, it'll be caught on this tape recorder that I'm wearing attached to my undergarments on my chest. That's right. And the tape recorder will reflect a later time on the same date, which will show that I was stalked to this place, from this place, to where I'm going, including along my routes getting to where I'm going. And there's another bird here. So we're going to see, and that'll prove the stalking of me in order to place this crafted harassment around me, or any event around me concerning me. These are my strategies to prove this crime's happening to me. I appreciate you listening, and the only thing I hope and pray that you'll do for me is just say a prayer about me in reference to my safety and justice concerning what's happening to me. Alright, thank you very much, and have a nice day.